Crestwood High School. Hi, welcome back to the morning show. My name is Grace Edwards, and I'm joined here today with my co-host, Aaron Rohde. We are coming to you live from James A. Garfield High School this Friday, February 19th.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Track and field signups will be in the Commons until the end of next week. Mandatory practices will begin Monday, March 1st from 3 to 5. You must have all items and final forms updated to participate. Conditioning will continue just as it has all winter. Just go to Coach Bennett's room after school. If you have any questions, see Coach Bennett or Coach Flager.
In other news, the James A. Garfield After Prom Committee is hosting a virtual basket auction beginning next Monday, February 22nd. Tickets can be purchased with cash, check, or Venmo. More information will come shortly.
If you haven't ordered your yearbook yet, there's never been a better time to place your order. Every 2021 yearbook comes with 2 customizable pages and access to over 30,000 photos taken throughout the year. Visit jagyearbook.org to get started on yours.
For weather, expect to see some leftover snow flurries and possible lake effect snow showers. Temperatures today will barely make it into the mid-20s before drifting back down into the teens overnight. Much like the response we consulted in our Magic 8-Ball here in the studio, the answer is unclear when it comes to conditions this weekend. Plan for continuing cloud cover and a high of 20 on Saturday. Lows will dip into the single digits, settling in around 5 degrees Saturday night, making Sunday's 32 degrees seem like a day at the beach.
Now on to our fun fact of the day. Talk about old school. Oxford University has been operating since about 1249 AD, well before the founding of the Aztec Empire in 1325 AD, and it's not even the oldest known university. India's Nalanda University was around for hundreds of years beforehand. Olmec, the Aztec-inspired stone-headed host of Nickelodeon's Legends of the Hidden Temple quiz show, is practically a baby by comparison, first appearing 744 years after Oxford University was chartered. This was probably the first and only time you'll hear a kids' game show from the early 90s referenced in the same sentence as a globally recognized university. Next week, we'll be making comparisons to the Aggro Crag and Stonehenge.
Today for lunch, the cafeteria is serving pizza crunchers. Be sure to grab breakfast and lunch both every day because both meals are free to all students this year.
Now for our Today in History segment. On this day in 1945, Operation Detachment, the U.S. Marines' invasion of Iwo Jima, is launched. Iwo Jima was a barren Pacific island guarded by Japanese artillery, but to American military minds, it was prime real estate on which to build airfields to launch bombing raids against Japan, only 660 miles away.
The amphibious landings of Marines began the morning of February 19th as the Secretary of the Navy, James Forrestal, accompanied by journalists, surveyed the scene from a command ship offshore. As the Marines made their way onto the island, 7 Japanese battalions opened fire on them. By evening, more than 550 Marines were dead and more than 1,800 were wounded. The capture of Mount Surabaki, the highest point of the island and bastion of the Japanese defense, took 4 more days and many more casualties. When the American flag was finally raised onto Iwo Jima, the memorable image was captured in a famous photograph that later won the Pulitzer Prize.
Today, Japan is considered one of the United States' closest allies and partners. Japan is currently one of the most pro-American nations in the world, with 67% of Japanese viewing the United States favorably.
Remember to nominate your picks for Teacher and Student of the Week via the forum in Google Classroom. You can look forward to a good interview this week.
Now for our TikTok of the day. Today's TikTok of the day is a little out of the box.
A lot of people have been asking me about my guitar, so I figured I'd show it off to you guys. This is a fully functional, working Lego electric guitar. I bought, quite frankly, a very cheap guitar at a pawn shop, built a full Lego body for it. You can see I've got it all wired up in the back. It's got 2 settings, lightning and fire, which is about all you need for rock. It took me 30 hours to build, and it does not play like a dream, but it does play, which is really all that matters.
The morning show is looking to add book, TV, and movie reviews, and a sports segment. If you are interested in joining the morning show team, record and edit a short segment, then send it to Mr. Cole or Grace Edwards. Your content could appear on the show weekly. This is Aaron Rohde
and Grace Edwards
signing off. Have an awesome day and go G-Men.